Okay.
then this must be a woman's choice.
And I would agree with that. However, I can't imagine anyone being like, "Oh shit, it's me or them." Fuck it.
Well, it's their choice.
It should be
And
their.
that's all
it
she's
should
saying.
be okay.
She's not saying, "Hey, go get an abortion."
But at the same time, this legislation that she wants to allow anybody to do it.
Yeah.
Not just if their life is in danger or if their life of having nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have this baby, will I be able to have another baby again? Nobody knows that. No science can tell you that.
But if you go through, let's say you can't give vaginal birth, it's impossible. The doctor knows the way the baby's wrapped up in a cord.
Your pussy's too tight.
And then they say, and if we put you under anesthesia or whatever for the surgery,
cut you open.
The possibility of you dying on the table is very high. And that's between you and your partner, or, whatever. You have to decide.
I love that we have to say partner.
Well, it could be husband, could be boyfriend, could be a girlfriend. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
It's
right.
Yeah, because you can't just say husband anymore.
No, you can't.
This is not the way the world works.
No. Okay. All right. So maybe I misheard her because I was too busy listening to Trump. That's not true.
Well, because when someone says, "Hey, I think a woman it should be her choice," then the other side goes, "That is appalling." Because yeah, of course, if you imagine a 36-week-old child being murdered, out of the womb because this crack whore mom doesn't want a baby,
right?
Well,
it hasn't been able to decide that she doesn't want a baby until now.
Well, that's not what the thing is. It should be her choice if it's life-threatening or her health isn't, or
all right. You may
health.
have just swung my vote that I didn't give.
Okay,
so
let's go. I'll get you to the polls.
No.
Come on, dude.
No. You're really going to take me to the polls right now? Before bowling?
Nah, I can't.
I'm too busy. I got more beer to drink and fucking girls.
I got pins to knock down.
I got 300 games.
I voted like 3 weeks ago.
You what?
I voted 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, the early registration.
Yeah,
nice.
It's awesome.
Nice. Who do you vote for? If it's not too personal, I asked my Uber driver the other night.
Yeah,
who's he going to vote for?
No, that's personal information.
He actually said that to me. I was like, damn. All right, man.
Well, that's pretty smart though, because he's open for a tip.
What?
Well, he doesn't. Let's say he says the wrong thing. This is very heated political views. You're either hating one person or you hate the other.
I'm not.
Okay.
I hate them both equally.
Well, the majority of people that talk are like, I hate, and then you got how could you even vote for that person?
How could you?
Yeah, exactly. It's really divided our country.
Yeah, I felt that was a rude thing. For a guy that I'm paying to drive me around.
That was another Dave Chappelle joke. Where white people don't talk politics. They'll be like, so, hey, man, who you voting for? He's like, Dave, enough with the personal questions. I'm trying to tell you about how I was fucking my wife in the ass. So anyway.
He's coming back, though, by the way. Have you heard this?
I think he's doing SNL.
SNL.
Yeah.
He gets control of the skit comedy on SNL.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
That's going to be fantastic. I can't wait.
Well, they still suck on that. Their show's so bad.
Me and my brother, Richard, we just watched Saturday Night Live, this last one.
Oh, with the Cubs?
Yeah, and we just watched it, and we're both sitting there, and we're both realizing that we haven't watched Saturday Night Live in probably 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
And that used to be a staple when I was a kid, when we were kids, that, dude, if you get to watch Saturday Night Live, I mean, that's
Well, my
incredible.
wife and I still put it on every Saturday that we're home.
Every Saturday.
And
that you're home, though.
Yeah.
Are you home every
We're
Saturday?
usually home Saturday night.
Because you just got done telling me that Sunday morning practice, Saturday nights get a bit crazy, and I can't imagine the whiskey,
yeah, it's me.
What's the?
I'm sitting at home.
What's the?
Drinking my Kessler.
And
Snapple.
Kessler and Snapple.
Yeah, I got a Brett, what's his name? Brett Michaels Traparaka tea. You're looking at me with total disgust right now.
Well, I just don't understand how a man can crucify me over Nickelback when you're wearing a Bret Michaels T-shirt.
No,
no.
I'm just drinking
drink.
the Snapple that he created on Donald Trump's show, Celebrity Apprentice.
Oh, God, can you think of any other?
It's a diet peach flavored tea.
Of course it is.
And I bought it out of curiosity, and it was good. And I'm sitting at home one day, and I'm drinking.
Oh my God, no way!
I used to drink Jack and Cokes,
Right.
and then at some point I got too old, and the Coke. Every time I would drink like a real Coke, total heartburn. Couldn't even enjoy the rest of my drinks. Ruined the whole night for me.
Okay.
So then I switched to Diet Coke, and the heartburn goes away.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool.
Sugar-free versus sugar.
Right.
In my Red Bull.
So I'm back in business.
Okay.
But even drinking that soda all night, it's bubbly. It's shitty on your teeth. It's
I
just
hear
you. You want the whiskey.
Sticks in your gums.
But you don't want the Coke.
Right.
So then I'm looking through the fridge, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to throw some of this tea in there. And son of a bitch, if it wasn't delicious.
I'm going to throw some Bret Michaels sweet tea, sweet diet tea.
Yeah. And the store didn't stop carrying it. And I had to go to the manager like, hey, what's going on with this? What's going on with the Chopperaka? He's like,
So you were so
I put a
distressed.
formal request in for Chopperaka, and guess what? It's on the shelf every single week, and it has been for years. And I buy it.
Well
buy
done.
That's
That's America right there.
That's right.
When Bret Michaels makes a sweet diet tea, and Joe complains that it's not being carried, and then it shows up on the shelf.
So anyway, SNL. Yeah. So I do drink Saturday nights, and I do watch SNL, but it's typically I get just about half an hour in. Once the news comes on, and I see the musical guest.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all I can take because I'm just when you sit there the whole time and you don't even chuckle.
Yeah.
And if the opening act is bad, like the monologue,
and all that,
and you're like, this is what they're starting the show with?
Right.
Oh my God.
This is going to be horrible.
Oh.
Well, and me and Richard, we were also talking about how when I was a kid watching SNL, I don't remember seeing the actors like steady cue star or cue
stare
card,
at the cue card
stare.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, like everybody, you could be, hey, I'm here. But they're staring constantly at it. Like, what happened to the days where the actors would actually memorize their 10 lines of this one fucking skit?
I actually saw an interview with an actor who they come from an acting background where you memorize your lines, and then you go and you do the show, and then you engage with the actor, so you're not looking at the camera or whatever. And everybody on SNL were like, no. You can't do that here.
No.
Because they make last-second changes, and the flow, they're like...
That's an asshole thing to do to an actor.
You have to stare at that line right there.
And you have to read it and act it on the fly?
Yeah. Because they'll change lines like...
15 minutes before the show starts.
Yeah, and they won't even rehearse it. Like, they'll just be like, okay, just so you know, we changed this joke at this part. So
because it's too offensive or not offensive enough.
Because they do the whole show once.
Right.
And they don't air it. And then they go, you know what, that joke bombed. I got a funnier one. And they put in a different joke.
Do they change out the studio audience? At least I would hope.
Yeah, you get a new audience.
So you get a new audience. So
that would be my luck. I finally get to a taping of SNL, but I'm the warm-up audience.
Yeah. And then you'd be the one guy that whenever the first group shuffling out, like you dropped your phone and you just picked it up, and then you had to sit through the second one. And you're like, I already heard this. What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. SNL has gone down the shitter, but I'm excited about Dave Chappelle directing an episode of.
He's not directing though.
Well, I would writing the show.
But every host gets veto power over every skit.
Really?
Yeah, they can say,
didn't know
I'm
that.
not doing that.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the
shit?
guys will come in and go, here are our ideas. And the host will go, no, I'm not going to do that.
Well, I think at least the way that I've read it online, which you can never trust anything online, but the way that I've read it is that the only way that Dave Chappelle was going to agree to do SNL is that if him and his team of writers can come in and write the skits.
Well, I would hope so.
I would too. He has enough clout. It's going to be a big ratings boost.
I'd be surprised, but only because I know Howard Stern has said multiple times on his show that back in his heyday when he was like a huge megastar with his movie and
right. The shock jock.
SNL came up to him and like, we want you to host. And he said, I'm only hosting if my writers and all my guys come in and write every single sketch.
Okay.
None of you guys are doing it. And they're like,
that's not how
that
it
is
works.
not how it works. He's like,
No,
then I'm not doing it.
You come in here and you be our puppet.
Well,
That's
yeah.
how it works.
I mean,
we're not even going to pay you.
they're like, yeah, you can bring your writers in and stuff, but this is our show. You're hosting our show.
Right.
We're not just giving you a show.
We're not asking you to come on your radio program and you change your format.
Right. So
why would we do it with television?
So he refused and
well, I everything that I've read, all the stupid articles, I don't even know what to trust anymore, but I hope that Dave Chappelle's
I hope that's
team,
true because that would actually be fun.
I hope it is. And it would be fun. And it would be funny.
Exactly.
as a nice
man.
change.
I wrote all these skits.
Fuck your couch.
Yeah.
I'm rich, bitch.
I can't. Man. When is that? When is he going to host?
I don't know. I didn't even see a date.
Oh,
They
it was
just
kind of announced that he's
It's
in the
like
works.
he's about to do it. It's
until
coming
he
up.
does the promos of,
Right.
hey, man, I'm hosting this week. Y'all check it out.
I want him dressed as Thurgood the janitor when he comes out for his monologue. Hey, y'all. With that blue onesie.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Oh, yeah. And then when he's like, Abba Zabba, you my only friend. So he chews off some
Laffy Taffy.
I gotta watch that again.
Oh man, it's such a great movie. It's on Comedy Central like all the time.
I think it's on Netflix too.
And it's on Netflix, yes. Tracy and I, she came over the other night, not the other night, but like 2 weeks ago, and I started telling her about Dave Chappelle, and she's like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I was like, "Half Baked," and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And I was like, "The movie Half Baked."
The Chappelle Show. She doesn't remember that.
No, no Chappelle Show, nothing. She's like, "I don't know what you're talking about."
He has been gone a long time.
Half Baked is a movie about marijuana.
Marijuana? You in here for some marijuana?
Boo this man!
Man, this is some bullshit.
I suck dick for coke.
You ever suck dick for marijuana? No, man. I didn't think so. Let's boo this man. Boo.
Samson, I'm sorry.
Right near the beach. Aye. Boy, what happened to you, Axe?
Dude,
Oh,
all
God,
right,
that was so funny.
We're going to have to make a live, I don't know, maybe, show of, like one of those science and...
Mystery Science
Yeah,
Theater.
there we go.
I would love to do that, only how do we make that movie funnier?
Funnier? I don't know. Maybe pointing out little things.
Jim Brewer on that? Was he the perfect choice?
Beautiful.
And that's a guy like...
And that other guy that I didn't even know.
Yeah. Cuban
Perfect.
B?
Yeah, Cuban.
Yes.
Cuban.
Cuban B.
Like at the casting, whoever did the casting of that show
Yeah.
needs hired.
Right.
I mean, I have been on record saying many a time
Harlan
that,
Williams.
you know, like, yeah, oh, fuck. I love butter stuff.
Yeah. It's butterscotch, butternuts, butterstuff. Oh, God. Like, whose idea was that?
You're under arrest. What? But
You hungry, girl?
That black girl
Get
that
me
was
every
on there,
time.
man. Holy smokies.
Yeah.
That one of the hottest women I think I've ever seen.
She was on a sitcom, too. after that.
I have no idea what
And,
that was.
it's
but
on now.
Holy smokes.
Like the reruns are on every day when I get home from work.